I'm saying? You know what I mean? Trap episode 3, right?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, we in the building. Chisiano in the building.
You know.
Young Geechee, Ace Porter.
Here we
Young
go,
Geechee, Liberace, you know what I'm saying?
know.
We in the fucking building, you know what I'm saying?
Hold on. Before we drop everything, and before we get into topic, I just want to say, I want to start the show off with saying, we will not be denied. Our talents will take us to places we have never been. Promise my man that he won't go to jail again. Indeed, I'll fulfill it. Lions a cardinal sin. Let's develop this muscle. No more struggling. Making it obsolete to pump any weight. Crooked ways get converted to straight. For our time, we will wait. Let's be notorious for having a faith. Those with amnesia gonna remember this face. Type the jog in the race, cause the front runners often slow up their pace. Started fast, now their hands on their waist. My God, what a disgrace. Exceeded good, now we striving for great. Accelerate, we ain't hitting the brakes. We all learn from our mistakes, from fornicating without being safe. Or whether it's getting booked for selling bass. Staring adversity in his face, while breaking down his barriers and his gates. Let's go.
Damn, you had more punches in that joint than fucking Manny Pacquiao caught.
So we gonna jump into that?
I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. Everybody out there know I beat him. I controlled the fight. He was missing. I hit him clean more time. I beat him.
You averaged 8 punches. Less than 8 punches was the most punches that you had.
This is a fucking disgrace, bro.
It seemed as though you couldn't get.
It already sounded like you was against me. So I already
That nigga say?
let y'all know. I want to thank the whole hood that came out here. I love y'all. I did this for the hood. Y'all know I beat that boy. Y'all know I beat that boy. What they trying to do is trying to get that money with Pacquiao and Floyd. But it's cool. I ain't worried about it. Still that nigga.
Yo, somebody get this nigga.
Yeah, he got mopped. So
Get this nigga a mop.
So you didn't see the fight at all?
Yeah, I seen the fight. I seen
You
it right in the
streamed-
cave.
You streamed it?
Right here in the cave, bro.
Alright,
Me and my
yes.
daughter was watching that shit.
Yeah. So I went to Miller's, man. People was in there disgusted. It was a bunch. It was a bunch of.
The hood was in there?
The hood was in there, and as soon as the hood was there, and it's like they came. They saw but didn't conquer. It was like that shit was ass.
And the government
dog.
down too, you know what I'm saying?
like-
So the hood just fucked
Yeah,
up
it
right
just
now.
was fucked up. So
Niggas ain't getting no stamps, none of that.
none of that.
Yeah.
Like niggas went up there with
Niggas paid the dub and they made loss.
Right. And they can't re-up. So it was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, so
That nigga
what you
done.
think what did you think of the fight though?
I think the nigga didn't throw no punches. They you know what I mean? I think he got his ass whooped. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that I believe so. I think the Maidana fight started everything.
No, I feel like him wanting to be Floyd and not being as talented and dedicated to the craft. And when I say that, the shit talking, the shoulder roll, which is not accurate at all.
Right.
Madonna exposed that, and Pacquiao was whooping his ass, a 40-year-old man whooping his ass like he was, still in his 20s.
Right.
And then you can't throw less punches when you get graded on activity. So you can't throw less and not be, efficient. You know what I'm saying? At the same time.
Yeah.
Floyd don't throw that many punches, but when
He's
you
a
throw
counter
that shit,
puncher, but
it's
trying
to,
though.
but you're trying to counter the shit he's throwing at you, and you can't fucking counter that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, you trying to beat him to the point, or you trying to wait for him to throw some shit, and you trying to counter it, but you're missing. Like, you know what I'm saying? The 5-6 times that you actually threw some shit. I think he landed like 10 fucking power punches the entire fight.
His he landed more jabs than Pacquiao, but he landed less power punches. And the fight was an aggressive fight from the beginning of the fight. Like Pac he dictated everything. He had the ring generalship. He forced the action. And he never made Pacquiao uncomfortable.
I mean, but nobody thought, like, I feel like we watch his shit because of the theatrics of it. Like we don't think that he's beating anybody. You know what I'm saying? At this point, I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
you know, I don't even know how he got this fight. You know what I'm saying? At the same time,
yeah,
like, you
that's
know what I mean?
yeah,
Like, I don't even know how he got this fight.
I think it was. I mean, Broner still has a name. I can't take that away from him. He's a draw, but he doesn't produce enough efficient wins for him to really be talking the way how he talks. And I also want to say this too. I feel as though like I'm heavy into boxing. Like boxing is like my favorite sport. I also want to say that I think Pac has a tough time in Vegas. They almost robbed him. I don't want to say they almost robbed him, but the scorecards was bullshit. Did you see the scorecards?
Yeah, I seen the scorecard.
Like the scorecards, one of them was like 116 to like 112 or some shit like that. It was like,
I mean, that's still a space.
It's a space, but that's too close for me though. I think another one of them was like, I think Steve Farhood, he had it like 118 to like 110. That's more accurate. I thought he blew Broner out. I thought Broner maybe won like 2 rounds. So I thought it was like 10-2.
Yeah, he did, but
I thought he blew him. Like the scorecards, that's too close for me, bro.
I mean,
I'm gonna look mad. I'm gonna look that shit up right now.
I mean,
Pop.
the shit. I mean, you know what it's about. They want fucking Floyd to come out, and you know what I'm saying. You know what it is.
But
you know what I mean?
regardless, I mean, I know that. I'm just saying this. Nevertheless, though,
There's always gonna be that one judge that's gonna give a nigga a little something. Still 4 points is, you know what I'm saying, when niggas be neck and neck, and you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like kind of like I hear what you're saying. It should have been 6 or 8 points. You know what I mean? Because he only won like 2 rounds. But I feel like outside of him not throwing punches, I feel like he stayed in the rumble. Like he took some tough hits.
He was in trouble twice.
Yeah, but he still. It was some rounds where he could have lost. He could have had like 4 or 5 rounds if he continued to throw. He got confident, and then he tried to counter him instead of applying pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And they was telling him that shit every joint.
I mean,
so I'm like, nigga, are you fucking retarded?
But it's only so much you gonna put pressure on Pacquiao.
Yeah,
you can only put so much pressure on him because the guy does have punching power and he's still fast.
No, I get that, but it didn't seem like he ever was. He
wanted to push the fight.
No, it seemed like he was stuck in first gear. It didn't seem like he went to the second or
he
third.
never made adjustments.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So it's like, that's what makes Floyd so great. You know what I'm saying? He might be cherry picking niggas, but he rumbled a lot of niggas that they wanted him to fight, and he made adjustments when he needed to make adjustments. So
yeah, for sure.
I feel like
I definitely give
that's what that's what separates the great fighters from the elite fighters. You know what I'm saying? To me, I feel like you had a spark when you started, but now you just garbage.
Right.
This is how I feel. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I feel like you don't, and then you don't take accountability. Back to that fucking word. You know what I'm saying, nigga? You.
His post fight interview, like the one the one that you just played, like the parody of that was a parody, but the actual interview, it was like it was a fucking debacle. It was a disgrace for me.
But that's not the first time. He always saying
it's
some.
But it's
shit.
not. But it's the fact of the matter though. It's like I guess it's a controversy sells type of thing. I think he has that in his head now. Like he wants to be like the villain of boxing, but he doesn't. Like Floyd took that route. Wanted to be the villain of boxing, but he backed it up. Pause. You know what I mean? Like he produced. So I don't know. I mean, I think
at this point he just foot checks.
That's why that was my next question.
He's just gonna get what he can get, and get some
that's
checks.
what I'm saying. Where do you think Broner goes from here? Do you think he just still continuously fights and just make a payday?
Yeah, at this point. I mean,
do you think he needs to stay at 147? I think he needs to go back down, but all the paydays are up at 147, but he can't beat any elite fighters.
Who could he beat if he go back down?
He can beat a lot of motherfuckers at 140. Broner not no scrub. He's not a scrub, but he's just not good for the 147-pound division. That's shark infested waters right there. He's still a fucking guppy.
Where Earl at?
Earl's at 147. Earl actually has a fight coming up.
Yeah, he can't beat Earl.
He can't beat Earl. He Shit, he couldn't even beat Mikey Garcia. Mikey Garcia is a 140 pounder.
So yeah, like I said, if he goes down, who? At the end of the day, if you fight Pacquiao, which I don't know how you fought, but you got a chance to fight Pacquiao.
I still don't know how he got that fight neither.
If you go down, you can't go down and fight some no-name niggas. You got to go down and fight the Earls. You got to go down and fight.
No, but Earl's at 147 though.
Is that where he fighting?
Yeah, Earl's at 147. Sean Porter's at 147. Danny.
Who is popping? Who's popping down? Because I don't
Mikey
really
Garcia.
know.
He fought Mikey and lost.
That's what I'm saying. So who else is popping if he move down? That's my point. You can't fight big name niggas and then go down and wait and then fight nobody. You're not gonna get no recognition. What, you gonna be back on ABC? You gonna be back on the boxing on that shit?
NBC.
Yeah, you're not fighting on no maybe Showtimes or
He said ABC.
yeah, like the shit that Danny Garcia was fighting on. Like, you know what I'm saying?
NBC.
Because he ain't no draw like that for real. I don't. You never seen AB headline to be the star in a pay-per-view.
That was his first pay-per-view that he ever had.
Yeah, so you can't. He's not a draw.
And he wouldn't have done that without Pacquiao.
Exactly. That was the draw. That was the the Philippine. That's all you heard throughout the entire shit. The only motherfuckers that's drawing is Pacquiao, Canelo, and Triple G.
As of right now, yeah.
Period. Earl probably got people that's gonna support him.
Earl's on his way. Earl's more on his way up.
Yeah.
Thurman. None of these guys are.
Where the fuck he been?
He's He actually has a fight coming up against Josezito. What the fuck is his name?
I don't know.
Josezito Lopez. I can't really pronounce it.
The real question is, I think AB's done. I feel like this payday. The real question is Danny Garcia done? So we talking about
Danny
boxing.
been done.
Yeah, he done.
Yeah, Danny is.
Unless he
I put him.
Get rid of his pop.
I put him and Broner in the same, almost in the same category. No. Listen. I'm not saying that I put them in the same category as far as skill level. I'm talking about as far as chances.
Okay, I understand.
You understand what I'm saying?
Understood.
Like Broner is on a short leash, and so is Danny. Danny can't afford. Neither one of them can afford any more L's at this point in their career. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Like neither one. Like Danny has had big matchup at the big matchup, and he's lost every big matchup. You understand what I'm saying?
And he lost in Puerto Rico too. Puerto Rican boys whooping his ass.
Mauricio Herrera. Yeah,
he's fucking him up.
That was That was a little. A few years ago. That was when he was at 140 back then.
They just gave him that John.
Yeah, that's another. But see, that's what I'm saying. See, Danny was I always questioned Danny because his defining moment in his career was beating Amir Khan in a fight which he was actually getting spanked. I don't know. You ever seen that fight?
Yeah.
He was losing that
also
fight.
Also the John with Matisse?
That was like the defining moment of his career. But
between those two,
which really got him kickstarted was beating Amir Khan. But if Khan wasn't so reckless, I thought Khan would have either wound up maybe stopping Danny or maybe like cruising to a 12-round victory.
Yeah, I just feel as though he ain't gonna get to the next level because he's not gonna leave his pop. So he's never gonna get better. You know what I'm saying? Or make those adjustments.
I mean, Danny's a one-trick pony.
Yeah,
he's a one-trick pony. I mean,
but I feel like he could have excelled. He could have been something more if he would have switched up his training regimens.
Yeah, I mean, he
had the light. He was drawing. He was drawing, man. He was going and headlining over.
He's still a draw. He is still a draw. He's not a pay-per-view draw, but he is still a draw. He just loses.
Yeah.
He lost to two biggest fights.
But you saying that from a nigga that was undefeated. He went like 30 and undefeated. That was like one of the main things about him that was intriguing. It was like, oh, he's undefeated.
Well, see, and that's the thing, man. That's what fucks me up about boxing nowadays, bro. Is excuse me. It's like I don't feel as though your value is in how many losses you don't or do have.
Floyd made that a thing.
Floyd,
right? If you think about it, Floyd killed boxing.
Yes, he disintegrated it a lot. Yeah,
it's lucrative for him, but he's only you only see fighters like him maybe once in a lifetime.
Yeah,
So
sure.
what for everybody else is like, you know what I'm
You
saying?
can't do that. Right.
Look at Broner. He's modeling his whole fucking life after Floyd. And where did he get him?
And that's what I'm saying. See, and like you even look at Manny. Like Manny has a few losses. Manny has about, I want to say like 6 or 7 losses on his record. But he's
Not 61 wins.
That's what I'm saying. He has 61 fucking wins. Like who gives a fuck about those other 6 or 7 losses? You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah, but when you
same thing with
but
Muhammad Ali.
But you know what it is? But not even that. Floyd made it a thing. AB made it a thing. You know what I'm saying? He made that shit a thing. Fucking Danny Garcia made that shit a thing.
Danny made it a thing too. Yeah.
All these niggas that was undefeated, they make it a thing. So when you start taking L's and it's just like, you know, you're worth it kind of, you know, goes down. Especially, you know, in the way you take the L's. Like AB got mopped with fucking Maidana.
Yeah,
And then he should have beat Porter, and Porter was just
I don't know, bro.
I feel like he should have beat him.
I don't know, bro.
He was talking shit about his wife. He was talking shit about that man Pop, his family. Like you should have beat him, and you lost. That was like okay,
yeah,
damn. You know what I'm saying? Then he took another L.
He took an L to who the fuck did Broner lose to? Broner lost to he lost to Garcia, lost to Mikey Garcia.
Yeah, he should have won that.
I think he lost.
And I say he should have won in the sense of all the shit talking, all the theatrics that he brings to the table.
And yeah, that, and not only that, on paper, Broner is, you know, skill wise, a little like better than a lot
Definitely
of these guys.
better than Porter.
Skill wise, yeah.
So he should have beat him.
But the thing is that with Broner, this is Broner's problem. He doesn't know how to make a fight the type of fight he wants it to be. You understand what I'm saying?
Because he keeps thinking he Floyd. That shoulder road is not working.
That's what I'm
bro.
saying. So
your D is not like that.
That's what happened. Like in the Porter fight, he got dragged into he got toe dragged into a firefight with Porter. You're not gonna win that. You know what I mean?
And
Porter.
Then Garcia outboxed him.
Yeah, Mikey fucked him up. Yeah, Mikey outboxed him. He just outclassed him. And then you got the Pacquiao fight.
And McDonough just that was probably like the probably worst ass whooping I've probably seen in the last 10 years.
And it's crazy. It's crazy because I remember actually watching that fight. I was watching that fight with
on a stinky leg.
Yeah, I was watching it with I was actually watching it with Rob. Actually, we was over Rob's crib.
And what was the reaction?
Rob was asleep. He went to sleep, and I told him, and he was like, man, fuck that, man. He's like, Broner gonna mop the shit out of Maidana. I'm like, listen, this dude gonna fuck. I'm like, Maidana's gonna fuck Broner up. So he went to sleep, and you know, the next thing I know, he was doing the stinky. He was doing the stinky leg. He was his jaw was broke. All that he didn't want to do no post fight interviews, none of that. So
they was carrying him out, and she like Martin when Tommy Hearns fucked him up and knocked him into the wall.
He looked crazy.
Yeah.
So
no, I'm good. I'm good off him.
Yeah. So he looked nuts. Yeah. So he just, I don't know where he goes from here. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's just going to get his little checks and bring the theatrics, and somebody's going to beat his ass.
You think he like a gatekeeper at this point? He just
No, I don't think he's a gatekeeper. I just feel as though people entertained by ignorance. You know, white people, you know, the powers that be, they love ignorance. You know what I'm saying? They love exploiting our culture. So, you know, he's going to continue doing the fuck shit that he's doing. They're going to continue cutting him a check, and he's going to go in there and keep getting his ass whooped. And when it's all said and done, he's going to be, you know, I look at him like a part of the circus. That's just how I feel.
Yeah, I mean,
he's a fucking ringmaster. not in a good way. Not in the boxing ring, the fucking circus. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he's definitely ignorant. I mean, and that's what a lot of people like dislike about him is the fact of the matter because of.
But that's the same reason why a lot of people will watch, because they want to watch him get his ass whooped.
Same shit that happened with Floyd.
And he knows that though. But the difference between Floyd is actually great. Floyd, well, not even great. He's elite. He's probably the best defensive fighter of all time. Motherfucker ain't never get nigga can't read for shit, and the motherfucker still ain't never get hit. You know what I'm saying?
You think Do you think that him being the best defensive fighter of all time equates to him being the best fighter of all time, or just the best defensive fighter of all time?
I say the best defensive fighter of all time. I know I can't I can't sit up here and say that. I've seen Muhammad Ali matches. I've seen Mike Tyson matches. I've seen, Sugar Ray. You know what I'm saying? I've seen Roy Jones. I've seen different, boxing. But to live in those eras and to, motherfuckers like, God bless his soul. You got Ali. You got motherfuckers that was fighting over 12 rounds. I remember some niggas was 15 rounds and shit like that. Like niggas fighting 15 rounds.
And then not only that, they fought multiple times. They fought a lot of people back in those days. You were prone to fight the same guy numerous times.
That's what I'm saying.
That's another
it's
thing.
like that, and then like the turnaround time, and it's just a different type of era. You know what I'm saying? I'm not qualified to say that. You know what I'm saying? What I can say is, based on all the motherfuckers I ever seen, the nigga barely got hit his entire career.
Yeah, he barely got
put
hit.
up 50 fights. I mean,
Yeah.
and he actually mastered that shoulder roll. Like that shit is like the Da Vinci Code. Niggas can't crack that shit.
Yeah, the shoulder roll and also the pull counter.
The counter punch. His counter, and nigga hit harder than most people would think. You know what I'm saying? But he had bad hands in his later career, so to still be able to go out there, he signed like an 8-fight deal. He was going out there and whooping ass each time, regardless if it was boring because you used to, I want to see somebody get knocked out. I want to see da-da-da. But as you can see, it takes a lot to go out there and do that shit. He made motherfuckers look bad. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I believe it was a 6-fight deal.
Yeah. So I mean,
6-fight deal instead of an 8. But yeah, it's that's what I'm saying. That's like the argument is like,
it's
know
like
what I mean?
generations. It's like saying, it's like when you talk about basketball, bro. There's so many different niggas. Like, when you talk about ball, you know what I mean? And it's just, I feel like you have to break it down by like generations.
Right.
But I could tell you, Michael Jordan will never be my GOAT.
He won't?
No.
Who the fuck is your GOAT then? Who the fuck is the Billy?
For me, I gotta fuck with, it's difficult because I gotta fuck with you, me personally, I gotta fuck with you as a person and fuck with you on the court for me. Like, I think Mike is Uncle Tom, you know what I mean, ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he did nothing. Wait,
hold the fuck up. Hold
and then
up.
for two,
Nigga,
hold on. And then for two, if we talking about rings, if you sitting here and talking about rings and shit like that, you gotta talk about Bill Russell. You know what I'm saying? He got 11 rings, but niggas don't always regard him as the GOAT.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
And niggas always say, Mike, he got 6 rings. Kobe had 5.
Wait. The reason why people like that of that ilk, like the Oscar Robertsons and the Will Chamberlains of the world, the Bill Russells and shit. Those guys were elite, but you got to also understand, back in those times, it wasn't really, they weren't televised how it is now. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can watch basketball on your fucking phone. Like, even when Mike was around, I'm just saying it's like, it wasn't.
But niggas say Mike is the
Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player to ever step foot on fucking hardwood floors.
But niggas base that shit off of his record in the way that he run.
The nigga got rings. 6 rings, bro.
Okay, but
bro,
niggas always talk about the ring shit. But like I said,
dog,
there's niggas that got more rings,
bro. This nigga averaged 35 points in a fucking season, bro. That's ridiculous, dog.
Bro, it's other niggas. I feel like it's niggas. Kobe got 5, but it's like Kobe got 2 of those rings from the muscle.
I think
he ain't really had no body.
Absolutely.
Mike had fucking all niggas. Mike had niggas. You know what I'm saying?
But Mike made them better. Kobe never made any of his teammates better.
He got them. He got those rings. The last 2 rings he got them Jones from the muscle.
He did get them from the muscle.
He elevated them niggas.
He did get them from the muscle.
And Bron came back on the greatest team of all time ever put together.
LeBron does not deserve to be in the same fucking breath as Kobe or Michael. Right
How?
Now,
The nigga, he's
not
right
now,
he's
bro.
He's right behind them niggas.
He's right behind them.
He broke a lot of records that Mike didn't even do. You can even look them Jones up. And Kobe as well.
Yo, nigga, Bron went to like 10 finals and only won like 3 of them,
what Bron is going to be? Bron is going to be great for Brian's legacy is going to be defined by him bringing chips to different cities. That's where the point. That's where he's going to be.
I can agree with that. But
like I said, Jordan broke records. Bron broke a lot of Jordan records. Bron did records that Jordan has never even broken.
But
Jordan has never came back from being down 3-0.
He never had to. He never went to a game 7. That's ridiculous.
I'm just
bro.
saying, Bron is
never went to a game 7.
Bron is the first person to ever do that shit in history against the greatest team of all time assembled and bringing his championship back to the Cavs.
And Bron got swept. He got swept before. He got swept. I want to say maybe twice.
Like I said, I don't define being a GOAT off of just rings. I just don't define it because there's other niggas, like I said, that has way more rings than more than Mike, and niggas that put up way more crazy numbers than Mike as well. But everybody says Mike, like niggas that don't even.
Bro.
And society paints that picture too. Don't say it's niggas that don't even know fucking basketball. And you be like, "Who's the greatest player of all time?" They say, "Oh, Michael Jordan," because they dickying. They just saying, you know what I'm saying?
No, I agree with that. Cause
I'm not bull. And then you don't do shit for the community. You know what I'm saying? You're funding fucking prisons, and prisons is locking up niggas.
We're not talking about Michael Jordan. We're not talking about Michael Jordan, a piece of shit humanitarian. I'm
just saying, this is just me. This is just me.
Right.
This is where I'm at.
So you don't separate the two.
No, I don't separate.
So this goes back to
niggas say all over again.
This goes back to what we were talking about with the whole R. Kelly thing.
Yeah.
So you don't separate the two.
I told you I deleted this nigga music off my phone. I told you I'm selling my Yeezys. I don't support, bro. I'm at a whole different place in my life. I don't fucking support The Rock no more either. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with that. Cause last time I checked, his fucking his pop is black. He's a black man. You know what I'm saying?
The Rock. You talking about Dwayne Johnson?
Dwayne Johnson.
Why don't you? What the fuck? What did I miss with that?
Anything that's going on as far as the community, even like as far as like when Michigan was going through the shit and they needed money, you know what I'm saying, for water. Their waters was infested. Yeah, Flint. Their waters and shit was infested, shit like that. You had LeBron step up. You had like Kevin Hart step up. You had these motherfuckers that, are major superstars in they life. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. The Rock is in movies with Kevin Hart for crying out loud. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like The Rock got 125 million fucking followers. You know what I'm saying?
But that's the thing. Do you vilify a person? Do you really want to vilify a person just because they don't step up and do something like that? Though?
I feel like The Rock was my hero. I look at Jordan. When I came up Jordan, everybody in my family was a Jordan fan. Right? I was a hero. He was like a hero to me. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody has a hero, you want to know everything about them. I had The Rock's book. I remember when he was broke, he's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Him and his wife or whatever the case may be. And he didn't make it in football. And then he went to WWE. He started doing his thing in WWE. Then he started doing his thing in acting and shit like that. I supported him. You know what I mean? The whole ordeal. Like I'm paying my hard-earned money, and I live in the inner city with the youth, and I see what's going on down the street, and you don't say nothing about us, or you don't do anything like to support the people that actually supported you your whole career. The only thing you do is buy out movie theaters and shit and get niggas free popcorn and shit like that. I'm not saying you have to. I'm not defining people by what they should have to do. What I'm saying is, LeBron got a choice.
I don't think it's an obligatory type of thing.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. LeBron got a choice. LeBron just opened up a fucking school. Like, you know what I'm saying? For people, and not only did he open a school, but he also fucking is offering, parents to get their GED and offering scholarships to each kid that graduated from this particular school. Like, he's making a fucking difference. Like, he helping us out, you know what I'm saying? At the same time, he's choosing to do that. And then you got all the shit that Kevin Hart is doing. He's choosing to do those type of things. Brock is choosing not to. So me, since he got a choice of what to do and what not to do, I'm choosing not to support those that don't support the niggas that support them. That's just how I feel. You know what I'm saying? I'm not knocking a nigga if he still listen to R. Kelly. That's your choice, bro. I'm not really knocking niggas that choose to support The Rock or whatever the case may be. But you gotta understand, like I said, when you're a hero to somebody, you're not looking at, okay, I'm a hero, R. Kelly's my hero, and fuck he's, I got sisters and I got daughters, so fuck what he's doing in his personal life. He's still my hero because this song is great. No, bro, no, you fucking.
That's tough. That's tough, man.
No,
that's tough.
You fucking hurting our black women, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, that's not cool. The Rock, you talking about running for president. You know what I'm saying? In this day and age, that could be done. Like, at this point, like, that's something that Trump has shown that it's possible for an entertainer, somebody to be in that position.
It's become a circus with that bullshit.
Yeah, it's definitely become a circus. But all I'm saying is we going through real shit right now. Like our community's going through real
Nigga,
shit.
we been going through real shit. Nigga,
Yeah, we
Martin
been
Luther
going-
King Day was just yesterday.
Yeah,
Nigga,
exactly.
Back when
Shout out, yeah.
Shout
Yeah,
out
for
to,
sure. Shout out to him. Yeah, rest in peace.
MLK.
All I'm saying
I ain't
is,
gonna lie to you. They need to try and make a motherfucking Malcolm X Day too. They need to like.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, for sure.
They tripping with that, but that's
here's my
another
thing.
story.
My thing is, Rock, if you pay attention to Rock, he'll speak on certain motherfuckers, and they be Caucasian, they'll be whatever. You know what I'm saying? He'll make a movie or do a documentary based on this figure, this person. But he ain't talking about nobody from the black community.
Well, you gotta understand, though, bro.
Because I feel like he don't want to jeopardize, you know what I mean? His
Of
success.
course, of course.
And that's nutty to me. When you in a position to,
Check this
to
out.
do,
Check this out.
you know what I'm saying?
But check
It's
this
nutty.
out. But check this out. He isn't the first person who's done that, though.
What I'm saying is, even with Ye, when he was sucking fucking Trump dick in that
Talking about
interview,
Kanye?
yeah,
Okay.
Kanye was like a hero to me. You know what I'm saying? I love lights. The nigga Ye fucking, he brought prestige to the fucking whole light show and everything like that, the glow in the dark tour and all that shit back in the day and all this other extra shit. Like he was a pioneer of like niggas changing their whole swag and all this other type of shit back in the day. So he was a hero of mine. But I see you praising this white man that, locking fucking, kids up and shit in prisons and shit like that because it's different ethnicities. Like, I don't feel that. I don't like that shit. And you calling him, you talking about you feel like a superhero with his fucking hat on. That's some wild shit. And then you try to clean it up by getting your own brim and doing all this other extra bullshit.
That hat was fucking light,
bro. And then you married a white woman at the same time. It's just like too much wild shit. Like when your mom died,
she like Panamanian.
When your mom died, it was rap. So that's even more. They're not American. So your fucking kids, they could be fucking at the border also. They can be deported as well. You see what I'm saying? So my shorty Irish, so that could be like, you know what I mean? Like it's just one of those type of things. I can't support it. So it's like your music is done because I'm not about to listen to your shit and I'm not about to wear your shit.
See, with that deportation shit, I think you have to be like married. I think they might be actually safe though. I think you gotta like be married to like a
no, but my point is it could be
weird.
them or it could be someone in their family. It could be their cousin.
You're
it could
saying
be regardless of the case may be. You know what I'm saying? You're blocking out children, people that like we talked about before. Children are the most, pure, innocent, you know what I mean? Especially young babies and shit coming up, you know what I mean? Depending on how you raise them and shit, they start wilding down the line. But they don't deserve to be locked up like prisoners. They ain't do shit. You know what I'm saying? And you supporting this man, like it's kinda nutty, you know what I'm saying? Like it's kinda hard to pay attention to any little thing that he's attempting to try to do when you doing shit like that and you support that and you bigging him up like this nigga ain't a piece of shit.
So
I can't rock with it.
So do you feel as though that once you get to a certain stature in your life when it comes to entertainers, celebrities, sports stars, so on and so forth, etc., they're put more under a spotlight or like kind of on a hot seat when it comes to like national disasters and shit when it comes to them stepping up with like I feel like you understand what I'm saying? Like when it's them stepping up to the plate and actually like donating money and doing shit like that. I feel as though that there's more.
Even if they're not donating money, if they say, "Listen, I'm starting to GoFundMe. I'm donating 10,000 of my own personal money, or I'm starting to GoFundMe. Yo, can y'all help donate because we want."
But see, wait. Another thing to kind of like intervene on it. We don't know where the fuck this money goes at. Like. We're only going off of what the fuck the news say, and to me, I don't feel as though the news is 100% authentic. I feel as though there's a lot of.
I don't really go off of that. I go off of when I see like for instance, you got the bull. What's his name? Devin Booker
from the Sun.
From the Suns. He gonna donate $500,000 a year to his organization. Over the course of 5 years, it's gonna be like $2 million to $2.5 million, some shit like that.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And they held the press conference on it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And he ain't making the Rock money. You know what I'm saying? And he's making an effort to give back to that community, and that's where he
not making the Rock money. He making some fucking money. I think he just got like a new contract. Or
exactly,
like that,
but The Rock is the richest fucking movie star in the world. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like to me, excuse the fuck out of me, but I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel as though that people are
like I said, obligated to do shit. With
I'm not
their
saying that they
money.
obligated. I never said that they obligated. I said everything is a choice. Me personally,
It's very
I feel
optional.
like when you build a platform, let's say for instance this shit keeps growing. You know what I'm saying? And we up. You know what I'm saying?
As far as Wrestle Cave goes.
Wrestle Cave goes or whatever endeavors that you and I discuss in private about
For
some
sure.
things that we doing. You know, I'm gonna give back to the community because that's a choice of mine. That's the type of person I always wanted to be. I always wanted to give back to less fortunate. I always wanted to give back to my city. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to give back and make some type of contribution back to the world, especially to the people that support us, because we wouldn't be where we are or where we're headed if the people didn't support us. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? That's just mentally where I'm at, you know, and it's the same for him. You know what I mean? He's tell you out of his own mouth. Yeah, I started with $7 out of my pocket and this, that, and the third. That's why I got $7. Production. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all for all the love and the support that y'all do. Because y'all love and support me, you know, I'm gonna drop these headphones, and you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna drop this, I'm gonna do that. And it's like he make all this hella bread and he don't contribute to, you know what I mean, shit that's going on. He don't even speak up on certain shit because he's afraid that he's gonna jeopardize his money flow.
I mean, yeah, you
And
see
I
what the
don't-
fuck. You see what happened to Colin Kaepernick, though. I mean,
But I respect him.
I respect Kaepernick.
I respect him.
See, in this world, bro, it boils down to one.
That shit means more than money. That shit means more than
listen,
everything.
I understand. I'm just saying, nevertheless, though, in this world, it boils down to one of two things. Is either you're going to take the high road or you're going to take the low road.
But here's the thing.
It's either a left or a
Nah.
right type of thing, bro.
Nah, because Kevin does a lot of shit for a lot of different things, and he still do what he does. They still trying to get him to host the Oscars, and he won't host it because he got integrity. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that's one situation. Every situation is different. Rock is big enough to the point where he got his own homegrown machine. Like you don't have to worry about that type of shit, but you scared to jeopardize your bread just to speak on some real shit. I'm choosing not to support you. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that.
I understand what you're saying.
I'm just saying I'm choosing not to support because
Yeah, but it's you and probably a bunch of other motherfuckers who think just like you, though.
exactly. And I'm
So-
speaking for them. If y'all listen to this type of shit, I'm speaking for y'all. I will never ever play an R. Kelly song ever again.
Right.
And I love his prior music, but I will not play it, especially when I know for a fact it's about little fucking girls. I can't do that.
Yeah, it's tough. That's why I said that's tough, because I'm not going to lie
I
to you.
can't do that.
I'll-
My daughters are mixed. You see what I'm saying? They could be locked up at the fucking border. And Kanye supporting that. I can't support that situation. I can't listen to that nigga music no more.
Man, I ain't
Period.
going to lie to you, man. 12 play was that shit, Pop.
Yeah, it was.
It was that shit, Pop.
Just like fucking
Jesus.
chicken. Just like chicken is that shit. But guess what? I don't eat it. You know what I'm saying?
I don't eat that shit neither. but-
Exactly. You know what I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, that's tough, bro. Because like I said, man, it's an optional thing. I'm not throwing a rock under the bus because he chooses not to, step up to the plate.
But that's the reason why R. Kelly was able to do a lot of shit that he was doing, because a lot of people in the industry was turning the other cheek, don't want to get involved, don't want to say nothing, don't want to jeopardize nothing. It's the same shit with The Rock. It's just in certain shit, it's just in a different context. Shit happening in Flint, shit happening in the White House, shit happening in the inner cities, You know what I'm saying? Turn the other cheek. Keep dropping movies. That's all you. I don't even know. Like I don't even know who the fuck you are anymore.
But see, that's what I'm saying. This is the question that I'm saying that I was trying to ask. When you become of the upper echelon of entertainers or anything, does that automatically like stamp you as becoming a fucking philanthropist though?
I don't feel like you have to be a philanthropist to speak on shit. Like he don't speak on nothing.
But that's stupid. It's like why? It's like having the knowledge. It's like having knowledge of something. It's like reading a book and you gaining knowledge and not being able to pass something on to somebody. So when I'm saying it like that, I know that's how you feel. So what I'm saying is that if he indulges in that, he has to go full throttle, and he obviously doesn't want to jeopardize that. The motherfucker's a movie star. Like, Hollywood is ran by Caucasian people, so he got a fucking battery in his back. Everybody in Hollywood has a battery in their back.
Fucking Madea and fucking Tyler Perry built his own shit from the muscle. Fucking Oprah built her own network from the muscle.
Yeah, but never.
And these are people that give back and people that do that type of shit.
Right, but
and their parents is black just like his.
Right. Although these motherfuckers built their shit from the muscle, that shit is still TV is still operated by Caucasians. That shit has to still get passed. It's not
even about simply Caucasians, because it's Caucasians that fucking support fucking Oprah. Oprah is one of the most richest people in the fucking world.
That's because the fucking lady makes some money. If she wasn't making them any sort of money or no shit like that, they wouldn't give a fuck about Oprah.
And The Rock fucking make them hella buku money as well.
It's the same thing. So they only going to support.
It's just choice, bro. He just chooses to turn the cheek, and I'm choosing just not to support him.
I'm not grinding you up for that. I know
what you mean. I know what you mean.
I'm not throwing you under the bus or anything, and I'm not.
I know that. No, these conversations.
It's just that
bringing the context.
I'm torn. Yeah, for sure. I'm just saying I'm torn with that because
it's cool because a lot of people are more torn than.
Like a solidified, you're solidified.
I'm solidified in my shit. I thought about this shit. Right. I watched this shit. I'm like, damn, we going through some real shit. I'm like, damn, Kevin Hart shit, man. Like, y'all niggas doing movies after movies after movies after movies, making bread, and Kevin is donating and doing this, that, and the third.
I mean, you know
and
what?
It's like, I know you see the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't doing nothing. Like, you know what I'm saying? And you eating off of our culture and their culture. Like, there's a lot of people that support The Rock. My fucking grandma love The Rock.
Right.
He been eating off of us for a while, bro. I got The Rock book somewhere. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I purchased that. We used to purchase pay-per-views for The Rock. You know what I'm saying? Purchase movies for The Rock. All types of shit. And damn, we gonna do some real shit, and you can't say nothing.
But to be fair, The Rock was never really, even when he was wrestling, he was never pushed over as a black guy. He was pushed over as a fucking Samoan, right or wrong.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. So with that being said,
but he always honored his pop. And his pop
for sure.
A black is a black man.
For sure, no,
you know what I'm saying? Afro
for sure.
and all.
Listen, for sure. Yeah. But that's the same thing. This is the same ridicule that Tiger Woods went through at a time. Mm-hmm. Remember, he went through the same exact thing. Obama had to go through the same thing too. Mm-hmm. Obama's mom is Caucasian. Mm-hmm. Tiger Woods' mom is Asian or something like I think she's like Asian or Filipino, something like that. And his pop is black.
Why?
So a lot of these stars, these figures, these polarizing figures, went through the same exact thing. So it's like that's always going to be a continuous, gripe that people are going to have. Like when I'm saying it, like as far as like a mixed person, it's like, what side do you take? Do I take the fact that I'm mad that I'm black, or do I take the side that I'm white? You understand what I'm trying to say? Like The Rock,
you just do what's right. I'm fucking mixed.
I understand. Like, a lot of us are fucking mixed. You
just do what's right.
I understand that. All that I'm saying is that you're making it. You're saying is like, yo, it's the community, the culture. But The Rock, the reason why I brought this up to kind of correlate with my point, he was never pushed over as a black guy. Ever. That's what I'm trying to say. He never was pushed over as a black guy.
And I never was. Bro, I'm mixed. Like, motherfuckers think I'm white all day, every day. But I just stand by the principles of, like, what's right and what's wrong.
Right.
And I feel as though, like, you and I know the nigga turning the other cheek, like, he don't want to fuck up his money flow. Like, I think we can agree on that.
A lot of people do shit like that.
Yeah, and those people that do that type of shit by choice, I'm choosing not to support them. That's just what it is.
Right.
I used to be a little mad, but I was thinking like, yo, why am I mad? I'm not gonna be mad. He can live his life the way he lives.
So with that being said, do you still support Travis Scott?
What if he performs at the
Super Bowl?
No, I won't.
Okay. So this is just you just through and through. Like, you're just not supporting nobody that's black.
But then again, I read something that his the money that I will support him, because I read that the money that he's actually getting, the $500K, is going to a charity. And
for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, the money that he's getting, that shit's going to one of his charities or whatever the case may be. So I will support. So that's something that's like, okay, it's bread. you made it, whatever, and it's not even your set. You coming on like somebody else shit, so you got a song or two, and you getting 500K, and it's going to a charity. All right, whatever. It's somebody that needs that 500K.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can respect that. You know what I mean? But anybody just going on the, you know what I'm saying? It's just nah.
Yeah, man. It's I don't know. I'm not looking for a fucking entertainer, or a fucking movie star, or actress, or a fucking person that shoots a basketball to actually be a catalyst to whereas though the black community is now like prepared and shit.
But pause, I'm not either. But look at LeBron. LeBron is like larger than life. Look how much motivation he giving to those children by opening that school and doing the things that he's choosing to do on and off the court. Not only are we loving the shit he's doing on the court, but the shit that he's doing off the court is motivation for these young kids and the shit that they need to see. So I feel as though that I'm not looking forward to for these people to be philanthropists or you know what I'm saying, shit like that. But when these guys are doing shit, impactful things that a generation could see, a kid see that and like, damn, maybe one day picking up this ball, this dribble on this ball, like you just said, damn, one day maybe I could donate 500,000, 250 to my hood. Maybe one day I could open a school for my neighborhood because I came up in a school that was fucked up. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Damn, who would ever thought that this nigga from Akron would fucking be in a position to open up a school for children, be able to get these parents, make sure they got their GEDs so they can get better jobs, and make sure that their children get scholarships. You're like we were talking about. What are you doing? What is life? What is all this shit for? He got that information. He got his team. He's helping people's lives. Like motherfuckers getting college scholarships for going to his school. Like he's making a difference and he's bettering the next generation. That's something that I gotta respect. Instead of Jordan investing quietly in all these fucking prisons, you know what I'm saying, making his money that way. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It's a difference. So no
shit. It's a stop.
Yeah, because locking niggas up is lucrative. Like, and I'm good. Because you could be locked the fuck up tomorrow over some nut shit and don't got money for bail, and and they putting whatever on your fucking whatever charges on you. You don't got no money for no lawyer, and you gotta take a fucking plea deal or whatever the case may be. And you ain't even do the shit. And meanwhile, you working for a fucking company making 8 cents an hour. Meanwhile, Jordan making whatever the fuck he making. Right. Nah, I don't respect that, bro. I don't respect that shit.
Nah, I never. Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
I know niggas locked up right now. Some niggas that did some shit and some niggas that didn't do no shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm speaking for them niggas on my platform, on our platform.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because we control this shit.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it is. There's motherfuckers out here that built their own platform and doing their own shit. And that's why the other reason why I respect Bron and them. Because the nigga ain't signed to no corporations like that. He put his homies on, put them niggas in position. And now they all millionaires and they all got their own companies and shit like that. When niggas thought he was crazy and motherfuckers was calling him saying, he hired all his man. I hope his career go well. The nigga worth fucking 400 billion. Right. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, his shit as well and his niggas as well too. That's empowerment. I get some information. I give you the information. You get somebody else's information. We all grind together and come up and do it in a different way. Because niggas is questioning because they never seen no shit like that before. But but after them, we gonna come up after them thinking like, yo, it is possible for us to do this type of shit. Because Bron and them niggas just did it.
So with that being said, do you feel as though the black community will ever have any type of reparations in the black community? Do you think that it is ever going to get to 100%? Do you ever think that it's going to fuck 100%? Do you? Because right now it's not even at 50%. I think it's at
but that don't mean you shouldn't aim. You shouldn't start striving. Even if it's one kid that's inspired by what we doing, or 100,000 kids that inspired what Bron is doing.
Right.
It got to start somewhere. This shit is a marathon. So, I mean, that's just how I feel. The problem is self-hate, and, we ain't asked to be here. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, we did.
You know what I mean? So, they can't send us away like they send, Chinese motherfuckers or Jamaican people or Haitian people back to their country or whatever. They lock us the fuck up. Because that's the only place for us to go.
Right.
So, with all that being said, that shouldn't stop you from striving. That shouldn't stop you from. But black people are so complacent and so judgmental, and we were taught to hate ourselves. You know what I'm saying? For the most part.
Yeah, not only
self-hate.
that, not only that. The reason you see, and I wanted to hear what your take was on that. My take is, I don't think that the black community is ever going to fucking get better. The reason why I say that is because it's too much of a competition.
Yeah.
Way too much of a competition. Everybody wants to either look better than the next person, have more money than the next person, drive a better car, have a girl with a fatter ass, have a dude that look better than the next, whatever, longer hair, whatever the fuck you want to call it. You know what I mean?
No, you might be accurate in that. I don't think in this lifetime I'll probably see it. No, I don't.
I don't think any of us will ever see it. Yeah.
So I'm 29. I'm 30.
That's what I'm saying. With that being said, I feel as though that a lot of people with money, with you know, unlimited amounts of money and shit, like, you know, The Rock and all these guys is in like that has more money than us anyway. They not obviously up there with the people that's actually cutting them the checks and shit like that. But nevertheless, I think that's why they actually pull back a little bit. Yeah. I think they pull back because they look at it like, why would I do this for y'all niggas, and y'all niggas are either one, ungrateful, y'all want to fuck shit up.
I'm glad you said that. I mean, like
honestly,
I said,
though,
I can't. Like I said, I can't.
Cause think about it real quick, right? Think about it. You know, we both had pretty good upbringings, very good upbringings. So, you know, despite the shit that we went through, but like, I look at stuff from, like, let's say, like, you know, where I live at, right? I live in a relatively good neighborhood where the houses are like a $250,000. It's like $250, $175, shit like that. That's a lot of money for a fucking house. Now, it's Section 8 around there, right? I didn't find it out until a few years ago, maybe about 5-6 years ago. It's Section 8 around there. So they actually try to give, you know, us blacks, like, actually an opportunity, but we fuck shit up though.
Yeah, for sure.
We fuck it up.
You're talking to somebody that actually dealt with that. I used to work in that field with all types of shit. So
yeah, exactly.
Like I said, it's
we fuck shit up. So that's what I'm saying. With that being said, it's like, I kind of don't blame a lot of these people for pulling back the way that they do. Sometimes they don't support the black community. Now, am I saying it is right? Am I saying it is, you know what I mean, that's the way to go? No, I'm not saying that. But nevertheless, though, for one, we don't know what the fuck they actually really do behind closed doors for the community. Like, everything isn't always going to be broadcast and, you know, shit like that.
It's certain characteristics and certain people that you know for a fact, if they were doing certain shit, they're going to talk about it.
For sure.
Rock is one of them type of niggas.
For sure. And I'm not saying that he's not. I'm just saying, like,
I know what you mean, though. Like, I know
how he
Hov
might
and them
have
niggas,
touched,
you know what I'm saying?
We don't know how he might have touched. Sometimes it's not about touching a bunch of people at once. He might have helped out a family or two. You understand what I'm trying to say?
Based on what I've seen, nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I'm not putting that past. I'm not disputing it.
But to answer your question though, absolutely. But when you have those people that go out on that limb, put their career on the line, actually build their own platform and still give back to the community anyway, give back to the youth, try to install and put money back into the inner cities to keep some schools open, do certain things that, you know, Kevin has done, you know, Drake has done for the city, you know, Meek does shit for the city.
Right.
You know, it makes me respect you even more, because there's not too many out here that would do that.
Right.
So, you know, like I said, those that choose to do it, I respect them 100%. Those that choose not to do it, that's your prerogative. You know what I'm saying? That's
the question. That's what I was saying.
I'm just choosing not to.
Do you lose respect for those people for not doing that? I don't.
It's not about me losing respect for them. I just don't I just don't.
You don't support them.
I just don't support them, and out of mind, out of sight. If I don't support you, I don't think about you.
That's kind of still losing respect for a motherfucker, though.
It ain't
because if they had done it, you wouldn't take that same position.
Of course, I would respect them. I wouldn't even say lose respect. It's just to me, it's just disappointing, especially
It's
when
like a shattered perception of them. Does your perception of them change?
That's like if you ever meet somebody that you like was a fan of, and they were a fucking asshole to you, and then your perspective of them changes. It's like, we going through some real shit.
But you know why though? That's because we place too many expectations on people.
I don't think it's too many expectations.
I do feel as though there's a lot of expectations.
I don't think so.
Not from your position. I'm saying from a lot of other people's positions.
No, I feel like certain people just say certain shit just because it's the cool thing.
Right.
I know this is an unpopular decision. You know what I'm saying? I know it's going to be niggas that style. I listen to people still talking about listening to R. Kelly, and I'll say, "Oh, you fucking sick," or "You da da da." I'm like, "Oh, okay, well." You know what I'm saying? They're just not at, they're just in a different place in their life. Right. You know what I'm saying? I just feel as though like I'm not compromising anything that I believe in. I don't care how good your movie is. I don't care, how dope your record is. I don't care about how much money you got. None of that shit. I don't care about none of that shit because I don't idolize anyone.
Right.
So, cutting motherfuckers off has never been a problem for me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's what I'm saying with the whole R. Kelly thing. Excuse me. Granted, I haven't listened to any R. Kelly records in some time now. But I'm not going to say I don't say that I don't completely not I'm completely not ever listening to any of his music ever again. And the reason why I say this is because I'm not just jumping on that Titanic ship and just with everybody else. Like, that's not how I operate. As you know, neither one of us just jumps on board with anything.
Yeah.
But the reason why is because, and it goes back to our previous show. Now, do I think that he's a predator and he has a predatory mindset? Absolutely. Because you have to, in order to like know the ins and outs and you know what I mean, the proper breakdown and the actual age like limit to where as though it becomes legalized and when that person is legal and when,
here's the thing.
When it's not. Listen, hold on. The reason why I say that is because if he's within the confinements of the law, can you really, really call the motherfucker an actual pedophile? If he's in the confinements of the law, though.
You clearly didn't see the 6-part documentary.
I seen this shit. I looked at it at the barbershop.
You seen the entire drum.
I seen the entire thing. Now I know that. Like I say, he's a predator because I will say that because
forging Aaliyah's.
That's nutty.
That's against the law.
That's crazy. That's ridiculous.
He did that shit in 97.
And I will say this: I'd never seen a sex tape. I don't even.
Yeah.
I seen like a still shot of like him like looking in the camera, but
it definitely was him. And it was the.
I don't deny that at all. I believe that it was. I believe he's a freaky ass guy. Pause. So.
I just feel as though the thing about it was certain pillars, and I'm trying to think like, well, damn, you heard it such and such. The thing that this thing did the most was it put everything in perspective of how shit happened. The only reason why he got off is because he paid the family off.
Absolutely.
That's the only reason he got off. He would have been locked up.
Absolutely.
So to me, it's like, you targeting 14-year-olds and shit.
That's
like that,
crazy.
And then
that's nuts.
you telling them to say that they 17 and 18. That's
so but that's what I'm saying, right?
That's against the law.
Right. That is against the law. So that's what I'm saying. Do you judge him based off of those two? Like, because I heard that the girl that was actually in the sex tape, I think she was like 14. I know she was like ridiculously underage.
Yes, he was 30.
Right.
Yes.
And then Leah thing. So that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
Do you just judge him just off of those two incidents or
absolutely? And then the way and then how he's treating our women, like even the ones that are. Supposedly.
That's crazy, right? Him making them piss in fucking buckets
and
shit,
and
that's nuts.
Having them eat you piss on them. If you piss on somebody, 9 times out of 10, you have them eat shit or whatever. Like, you know what I'm saying?
But listen though, some of these girls chose to actually be there
that's not my issue. But here's the thing: the reason why I hold him accountable for that is because if you paid attention, not to say you didn't pay attention, if you paid attention to what was being said. I paid undivided attention to this shit. If he fucks with you, if you a strong woman and he can't get in your head, then he'll just fuck you. You know what I'm saying? If you're weak, your family not really there.
Shit, some of the bitches he didn't fuck with at all. I heard he came in one of the girls. He was introduced to one of the girls and some girl, and she said that she was in college or some shit like that. He backed off. He just she said she only heard from one time and that was it.
Right.
So that right there is crazy.
So it tells me that you're picking and choosing.
You're picking and choosing.
So the ones that you are quote unquote getting in their head because you want some pimp shit, you're breaking them down mentally, and you making them feel like they ain't shit without you. And then these women are falling. They're getting brainwashed. Remind you, he started this shit process since they was 14, 15, and then they cut their family off at 18. This ain't somebody that he met today and then tomorrow they was at his spot.
Some of them girls were it was too.
But they be the weak. But they be the weak minded.
That's the fuck on them though.
But you're picking and choosing who to do that shit and who not to.
That's
do
what
that
niggas doing. Niggas, he ain't the only nigga who does that though.
But I'm not
trying to justify it.
He's making these bitches. He's locking these bitches in a room. They got a key on the outside.
That's crazy. Don't get me wrong. No. That's crazy.
I can judge that. That's fucked up.
Listen, I'm saying. That's crazy, but the preliminary stages of it, when bitches are quitting their act, like the one bitch, her name was Kitty Jones.
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the act. I'm not talking about if they choose to be or not. None of them bitches. He ain't tell them bitches yo, you know
but
what?
You gotta factor that in.
No, listen to me. No, listen to me. He didn't tell the bitches on the way to the crib, yeah, I'm locking you in this joint. Yeah, you got a bucket. Yeah, you got to call me daddy at all day. He wasn't saying none of that shit. He was
some of that shit. But...
No, he was gradually doing that shit because they all said the same thing. It started off him calling me, it started off he was saying a little weird shit. He fucking the joint. He like, yeah. You got this tight teenage pussy.
Right.
She like, what the fuck you talking about? Yeah, then it call me daddy.
Right.
And then it goes to call me daddy every day. Then it goes to ask me to eat. And then if you don't fucking ask me, you're not eating. Then he locking bitches. Oh, here's a bucket. You just piss. They pissing in the bucket because they can't go to the bathroom. His wife he married to coming downstairs and she gotta stump her feet to be able to come downstairs and all that. That shit nutty, bro. I don't respect that.
I don't think
shit.
all of them bitches were just flat out victims. I feel as though a lot of them. I think a percentage of them were victims.
Okay, that percentage of those bitches, I'm judging you on that. You forging.
That's fine. That's fine. That's fair game.
You forging Aaliyah saying that you forging making somebody else your homie sign because you can't read, you can't write. You forging your homie to sign off that shit to say that she 18 when she really 15. That's some nut ass shit.
That's some nut ass shit. Yeah.
And the nigga that signed it to you, he's all them niggas that helped you do all this shit. They need to get it too. You know what I'm saying? So it's just fuck all y'all niggas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's nutty shit. But I'm just saying, some of the
I feel like the parents too. The parents need to take
some
more.
of them parents.
They fucking wilding.
Some of them parents ship their kids off for a check, bro.
Shit. They're wilding like a motherfucker. So some of them parents too. I don't feel sorry for some of them parents on there. I don't. You know what I'm saying? But that's neither here or there. I don't give a fuck if my daughter was 19, 20. You're not going no fucking R. Kelly. Like, nah, I don't give a fuck if you think because you can stay out by a certain time.
Right.
Nah.
I was saying, it's like the two chicks on there. The one chick, she was actually a DJ personality. She had a
I don't feel bad for no grown ass motherfuckers.
That's what I'm saying.
I don't
fuck
feel bad.
That.
No, but
it was 33.
But regardless if you're 33, 25, whatever, the nigga put his hands on you, beat you the fuck up. I don't support
wrong.
that.
Yeah, that's
and
wrong.
He did that type of shit to them bitches.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm saying? So
that's
I don't respect that. I don't respect that. If they choose to be there or not, you shouldn't feel as though you need to put your hands on these women.
Right.
Because believe it or not, it's women that get beat every day and they feel stuck in that cycle. They feel like they can't get out until they actually get out. And they be like, oh, why you stay? Da-da-da-da-da. It's like, it's not that easy for women to just up and leave. Some women it is, but most women is not. Because the stage of abuse is different stages of abuse. Mentally, physically, emotionally, all that type of shit. So it's not as easy for everyone. And he knows that. That's why he does that shit to some particular women. And if you know that to me, that you're picking and choosing who to do this shit to. Because you ain't do that shit to no white women. I wonder why.
Right.
This nigga would have been pinched if he did that shit to one white girl. You feel me? So nigga, yeah, I'm gonna hold you accountable for all that shit because you personally did that shit to our black beautiful queen. You know what I'm saying? You didn't do that shit to no white woman.
I ain't gonna call them all queens, but yeah, I understand what you're saying.
If she's 14 and she don't know no fucking better.
That's fine. Like I said, yeah, that is is what that is.
And it's no
But
knock against white women. I love white women. I love all type of women. But what I'm saying is, you purposely didn't do this shit to Chinese. You didn't do this shit to fucking white women. You didn't do this shit to nobody but your own. Why? Because you were touched by your own.
right.
And that's why you did it. And regardless of your illness and your sickness, is people that been through that shit and they never did the type of shit that you did.
Right.
So I'm not gonna excuse you.
So let me ask you this: Do you
Yeah.
place him in the same category as, say, a Charles Manson? Because you know he was like a cult leader. He brainwashed a lot of them girls.
Yes.
And all that. So you put him in that same category with
Why
that?
not?
That's ridiculous.
They did the same shit.
Crazy. Yeah.
Listen, bro, I keep the same energy. I'm not one of them niggas that, R. Kelly. I was a little skeptical about some of the shit he did in the past, whatever the case may be, but I didn't really know what was going on. I was a child.
Right.
I didn't really know like the shit that was going on in the case. I was wondering how he got off, but I never really knew.
I think we all did. Right.
And it's not like he been putting out good music in the last 10 years. When the last time he had some hot shit, some real hot shit was like, Chocolate Factory. That was like God knows when.
Right.
So it's not like we've been really paying attention to him. We ain't really been thinking about R. Kelly. When his shit come on, and you know what I'm saying, in your little throwbacks or the little playlist, you're like, oh yeah, this was that shit. But you're not going to, Seaboard and that type shit. You know what I mean? So, he's never really a thought. Now he a thought because all this shit is coming to the light. I thought it was just a predator thing, but he's doing other shit. Like locking motherfuckers against their will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
strange.
I hold him accountable.
Making women dykes and you know what I'm saying.
I think it would have
having
been
them play with your ass and all that.
That's fruity. That's suspect. But I think if he didn't take it to the max like that, I think do you think that people would still be ridiculing him the way that they are, even though let's say if he never locked these chicks up, these chicks still had they was free, they was able to come and go as they pleased, but they were still 17. You understand what I'm saying? Like 16, 17.
I feel like,
do you think that he would still get ridiculed the way that he is? Because I mean, like that's what I'm saying. He is in the confinements of the law, so that's what I'm saying. Is he really doing something super wrong?
Not when you're targeting underage women. You're not inside the law. No, not when you're fucking 15. They said he was fucking shorty. She just turned 15.
No, I'm not talking about them fucking girls. Fuck them.
I'm talking about the other extra shit.
Yeah, because people would be like, yo, well, you're still 30 and you're still fucking with a girl that's 17. But if she's of age, is she not fair game?
14, 15 ain't.
I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about 17. Like he gets ridiculed for just girls that's younger than him in general.
I'm talking about.
You're talking about kids.
And if that's what
underage.
you're into, and he's into that, period. I don't give a fuck what he do. That's what I'm saying. Like my mind, I don't give a fuck what he do with the 17 turning 18 jump. I don't care.
That's all I'm asking you. I'm not talking about the underage girls.
I'm talking about putting your hands on women, 17, 30, up to the 30s or whatever. I'm talking about mentally fucking them over, having them do degrading things. Like that shit is not thorough to me. Period. Let alone the whole underage shit. So that's where I'm coming from at. Don't put your hands on no women, like be abusing them, fucking them up, all type of shit, fucking their life up. Because what it is he can go to jail one day.
Right. They
fucked up for life off of shit that happened and transpired. Rather if they was 15, do 17, do whatever.
Right.
You had Dame talk about it. Aaliyah he couldn't even bring his name up to Aaliyah. You see what I'm saying? So it was just kind of like, that's just where I'm coming in at. It's hard for me to hear you say when he's operating inside the law, he's already done shit outside of the law.
So no, he has. That's what.
Yeah. So
that's
kind of
all that I'm saying is that I only judge him based off of the shit that he's done outside of the law. A lot of people judge him about the shit that he's done outside of the law and inside of the law.
But that's all I'm trying to say. Yeah. For those people, I can't really answer that question because
that's all I was trying to ask.
We on the same boat as far as that. Like I said, I'm not with the minority type shit.
Yeah,
we never really go with society.
All that I'm saying is that some folks like they're like, well, damn, he was 30 fucking with a 17-year-old. Now, yeah, is it abnormal? Yeah, it's abnormal.
But
shit.
niggas do that shit
But
every
niggas
day.
do it every day. That's what I'm trying to say. Like,
Yeah,
you
niggas
already
do it
know.
every day.
You already know we used to be at school when we was at high school. It'd be them little bitches there. They get picked up by a nigga in a fucking Lincoln Navigator or some shit. You'd be like, damn, she fucking with this old ass nigga with a Sunni.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it happens all the time.
And a dicky on.
Yeah, I don't. Yo, yeah, that type of shit. Yeah, I don't.
That's all I'm trying to say.
Nah, but he done such much of that fuck shit that, you know, when you interview him and they be like, well, do you like teenage girls? And he look and his body language say, oh shit, he caught me off guard by that. And he's like, when you say teenage girl, how are we talking? Like, yeah, I have friends that's 17, 18. So when you say that shit, it's like, you motherfucker, yeah. Like, you nigga, we know goddamn well you been fucking, what you did with Aaliyah. We know all that. We know that 17, 18
that's
is
despicable.
bullshit.
Yeah, that's despicable.
And to bring it in context, the DVD actually, or the documentary actually said he was telling bitches that was saying they was 17, they really was 14, 15. So we don't even know unless we card these motherfuckers. So it's kind of like, when I hear you say 17, 18, I don't believe it because of all the shit that you've done.
Yeah.
And that's how everybody's probably viewing it.
They're viewing it like that, right?
And they have every right to view it that way.
Right.
So if I was them, I would be like, that's bullshit, and I would judge them off of that shit too.
But I can't. That's what I'm saying. Me, I'm not doing that because I don't know. I haven't seen any substantial or conclusive evidence for me to judge him based off of that. I'm only going off of
I would judge him on that tip. I would judge him because I seen an actual interview and I study, body language. Body language is 80%.
Yeah,
his body language said that the 17, 18, 9 times out of 10 he wasn't 17, 18. He probably was like 16, 15. And they brought that to light on the documentary.
So with that being,
so me knowing that, yeah, I would judge him.
So that's what I'm saying. That's the thing. That's the thing. Do you feel as though that we live in an innocent until proven guilty world, or a guilty until proven innocent world?
Guilty until proven innocent.
You feel as though it's guilty until proven innocent?
You know what I mean? Niggas is locked up. That's innocent.
Yeah. If you go by the judicial system, yeah.
Yeah, based on that, yeah. Period. Everything else don't even matter. Because what does it matter? Perspective and shit don't matter. It's niggas out here that's doing fuck shit and they glorified about it. So that really don't matter. But when you say guilty until proven innocent, that's niggas getting football. That's the fucking judicial system. Like that's the shit that's fucked up. That's bodying motherfuckers to this day.
Yeah.
So that's when I hear that. That's what I.
So you going based off of just the laws.
I can't go based off of just hearsay with people.
Right.
You already know how I feel about society.
Right.
90% of the way they feel ain't how they really feel anyway. They just going off of whatever is cool, or they just going off of what they was told, or they just going off of tradition.
Right.
Period. So it's hard for me.
I mean, it's all opinion because even in the judicial system, that's still opinion too. Honestly, that's why they got a jury and all that. It's the jury's opinion. It's the judge's opinion. Like if they feel as though that they did it or not. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but when it comes to being,
no, I'm not trying to advocate for R. Kelly. I'm just saying it's just like
fuck R. Kelly.
Yeah, I'm just talking about in general.
I don't even ever want to talk about this nigga again.
Yeah, I'm just talking about.
But
you sound fucking
in general, because I got daughters, like sisters, and I'm just talking about in general. Like this is from my niggas' book. Like you know what I'm saying. Like in general, you're guilty until proven innocent. Especially if you fucking black. Period.
Mm-hmm.
Period. That's just it.
And you think that's just like applicable for just black people?
Maybe Puerto Ricans. Maybe it's the same.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know too many Puerto Rican people. But I can say that, little Bobby that raped Shorty, behind the dumpster or whatever the case may be, he got 6 months. He got 6 months in jail. Somebody caught with the little girl that was sex. She was like Puerto Rican, / black, and she was being sex trafficked. She basically was fortunate to sleep with different people, and she killed them. I can't think of her name off the top of my head. It's 4 o'clock in the morning. She killed them. You know what I'm saying? And he was raping her and making her fuck other people and all this other extra shit. She got 53 years in jail until they let her come home. They let her come home and shit after like, I forget how many years.
Yikes.
But little Bobby over there, you know what I'm saying, white boy, you know what I mean, he raped somebody in broad daylight. They said it was a mental illness. And he got out in 6 months. and she's still traumatized for the rest of her life.
Right.
See what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
It's
I just wanted to hear your take on it.
yeah,
It's
it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? It's ridiculous. If I should go outside and shoot a dog right now, you know, or if I'm Michael Vick a dog, not even shooting, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to jail.
Absolutely.
You know, if a cop killed one of us right now.
Animals are more, it's fucked up. Animals are more of importance than a person nowadays.
Yeah.
That's nuts to me.
Yeah.
That's fucking ridiculous. That's
Yeah.
despicable to me.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. Well, for one, I'm not an animal lover. I don't hate animals. I'm not an animal lover, but I still think there's some bullshit.
Listen,
Like,
I hate to sound like that person because, like I said, we got white listeners and I love white people. Every white person is not bad.
Absolutely,
I don't feel
right.
like every white person is bad. I do feel like it's something going on in this system, in this world.
the powers that be.
The powers that be.
Right.
The shit that they get slapped on the wrist for, the shit that we get crucified for.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I see. That's just what I read. That's, you know what I'm saying? And it's fucked up. It's a fucked up feeling to know that, damn, you know, our struggles are different. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When we all should be equal. And we talk about...
There's no equality in this world.
I know that.
That's done.
But it's just the fact that the matter is just... That's fucked up. You know what I mean? That... You know, they get off with certain shit just because of their ethnicity. But
Yeah, ethnicity.
yeah.
I got you.
Yeah, nigga, I'm fumbling words. 4:30.
Yeah, it's 4 in the morning.
Yeah, it's a fucked up thing. You know what I'm saying? And that shit hurt. Like, you know what I mean? Because that shit can be anybody. It can be any one of us at any given moment. You know what I'm saying? I know niggas that's really fighting cases and going through real shit. And then I'm seeing other people that do other shit, whether, you know, different race, whatever, and they just getting off on fuck shit. And my homie, he fighting some real shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, like, what the fuck? Like, damn, they really trying his life over. You know what I'm saying? And he did some worse shit than my man. And he out 5 months.
Yeah, I mean that's even shit. You can even for an example, you can even take the whole Judge Kavanaugh shit that you know that just happened a few months ago in the Bill Cosby thing. They both did the same thing. They both was accused of, you know, fondling women, and he got off.
That's what I'm saying.
He got off. Cosby's in jail.
It's this white lady. She lied about these dudes raping her, this bull raping her and shit back in the day, back in like the 40s.
Talking about the Emmett Till thing?
I think it's another case along the lines of that, but that's a good example as well.
Okay.
You know, I don't know, is that the one?
Emmett Till wasn't accused of raping. It was just like a you know, like a hearsay type of thing.
No, this person was actually.
So it wasn't that.
No, it was another case. I can't think because I read. You know, you do a lot of research like that.
Yeah.
A lot of shit just be coming up and whatever.
But it's along the lines of like
It's along
Emmett
the
Till.
lines of that. She basically,
like that.
the bull basically got sentenced to death over that shit.
Over doing what? Raping? Did he actually rape her?
That's what she said. That he raped.
Yeah, that's still along the lines of Emmett Till thing. Yeah,
And he got
Kinda
sentenced
like
to
that.
death.
Wasn't
And
a rape
came,
thing with
and
that,
she
but
came
yeah.
out and she came out and said that she lied.
Right.
At 83 or whatever.
Right.
And he's dead. And they didn't lock her up. But they lock up Bill Cosby
Yeah.
at 80 something. Oh, we're not locking her up because she's old. Huh? Bill Cosby the same age.
Same age. Yeah.
Somebody died because of her lie.
Yeah.
And y'all don't lock her up because she's in her age.
Oh yeah.
But Bill Cosby locked up? Now, I'm not saying that, you know, what I'm saying is she need to be locked up with Bill.
Absolutely. But that goes back to my point. There's inequality all around the
And
fucking
me to
board.
know that and be living as a black man, it's a fucked up situation.
It is.
Black
It makes you paranoid.
It's a
bro.
fucked up feeling.
makes you
It's a fucked
paranoid.
up feeling.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can talk about it on our platform.
Fucking real. This our shit.
Exactly.
So-
So like I said, I don't take it as all. I have plenty of white friends.
Yeah.
And I know plenty of white people that don't support that type of shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And they know that it's fucked up out here.
Yeah.
And that's all I'm saying. I don't like that shit. And it's no reason why that shit shouldn't be changed.
Yeah.
Other than they're not gonna change it. Because they don't want to. So it's kinda like, you know, It's one of those type of things.
Yeah, it's lucrative. It's lucrative. Like, go back to what we was talking about. It's lucrative for, guys to go to jail.
Yeah.
It's lucrative. It's
Yeah.
lucrative.
That's why Mike invested in that shit.
It was a smart fucking investment, but it's a despicable investment as being a black man. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, that's why
I
he's
understand.
Uncle Tomboy, and that's why a lot of people
Yeah.
don't look to him as like you said. Oh, I don't look for his personal light, this, that, and third. I don't. Everything is a choice. You know what I'm saying? We're choosing to bring light to the situation. We don't got to talk about this shit. We can rub some people the wrong way. We can rub some listeners the wrong way. I don't give a fuck.
Who gives a fuck? Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah.
This shit is about bringing knowledge and bringing shit to people that don't want to read, people that don't want to, know what's going on. We gonna bring it. We're gonna listen to this show. We're gonna bring it to them live and direct.
For sure.
So that's what it's about. I don't give a fuck about losing any listeners or any followers, shit like that.
We gotta expound on this shit, bro.
Exactly.
We gotta expound.
And that's how I want, and that's how I would like my heroes to be, but they're too afraid.
Right.
And I can't respect that.
The Rock was really one of your heroes, though.
He really was.
That's nuts.
He really was, bro. Because I wanted to be a wrestler when I was growing up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, even having Wrestle Cave and building it up and choosing to add this show to that mix, something completely different.
Completely.
When the 90% are people that are different ethnicities. What's the word?
Ethnicities.
I
got you.
All over the world. You know what I'm saying? People that listen to all over the world, not just black. You know what I'm saying? And, we're bringing awareness to everybody.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? That they probably don't even know because they're not even coming up from the same struggle. So how would they know?
Yeah.
So we educating y'all, and y'all know the type of shit that we go through on a day-to-day basis for those that don't know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's kids, little people growing up, teenagers growing up that don't really know what's going on. They just stuck in their own particular bubble.
Right.
And we bringing awareness to them, and for the people that do know, that shit crazy.
Now, with that being said, that's interesting because being as though you are mixed and are of a lighter complexion,
Very, very light.
For
more
people
so pale.
that don't know, right?
Yeah.
What was it difficult? Like coming up, like did you get harassed by cops? Did you get subdued? You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I know you got stopped and shit. But
it got to the point where I had to get cop tags. My grandma, I just stopped having cop tags a couple years ago when I got my own insurance.
Right.
Got to the point where because at the end of the day, I'm still riding a nigga car. You know what I'm saying? I still got tattoos. You know what I'm saying? It's just like
tint.
Yeah, it's tint, whatever. It's like
right.
So it's like yeah. It wasn't. I used to get hit. Picked on back in the day because I would turn red and shit like that. So motherfuckers want to fight me because they got a kick out of that type of shit. So I had to learn how to fight that way. But growing up, it wasn't really like that. I remember fellas, they had Puerto Ricans versus the Haitians and Haitians versus the blacks and all that shit.
That's trash.
Yeah, so you know what I'm saying? I didn't know what you know what I mean? I just was ready to rumble a fucking Haitian or fucking somebody who was black. Whoever one that wanted to get it. I mean, we get to it, but it wasn't like that. I feel like growing up around white people, it gave me an opportunity to know, okay, I can adapt in any circumstance. I can talk to, white people on this level. I can talk to black people on this level.
Right.
But then the more and more I thought about it, it's not about me talking to people on this level. It's just me being myself and just, that's it. I can adapt to any environment that I'm in, and I think showing love and is the greatest thing you can do as far as interacting with people. You know what I'm saying? Just being humble and showing support, and you know what I mean? And no matter black, white, Asian, whatever, you'll be cool. So I found that that's the best way to be. You know what I'm saying? So just be true to yourself. And like I said, it took years of getting to know that, you know what I mean, figuring that shit out.
So pretty much you feel as though those circumstances made you way more diverse.
Yeah,
now.
I wouldn't change it. I don't change it for the world, because I know what it's like living, in the hood. I know what it's like being middle class. I know what it's like being upper class. I know what all those particular.
Do you really think there's a middle class?
At this point, no.
Do you ever think there ever was a middle class?
I feel like it was a middle class. Like for instance, Mount Airy in the early 2000s. It was like It wasn't South Philly where my mom and it wasn't the hood.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't.
It's still
it wasn't
not though.
But it was. Oh no,
It's certain
gentrification. Yeah.
It's certain parts that's crazy. Yeah,
no. Now it's like certain blocks is cool, but the neighborhood in general is fucked.
was fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up because all them people that used to be in Temple, that all them schools and shit they built up. You know, all those hospitals and, you know, the new West Philly, you know, is all doctors and shit like that between West Philly and South Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Gentrification for
all
sure.
of them moved to Logans and the Mount Airies and the Alanies and all that shit.
And not only that, we live in the economy, like economically, is pushed forward too from back in those days. Like, you know what I mean? Like the minimum wage then rose up and people are making like more money now. So therefore I feel as though people come from these impoverished circumstances and get a little bit of money and then move to the mountain areas, the East Oak Lanes, the Northeast,
maybe the 20, maybe 20-30%. But I feel like the other 70%, they family have been living off generations off of food stamps.
Yeah.
And Section 8s and Section 8s is all over the place. Section 8s is in the Northeast now. Section 8s is in Longcrest now. There's not like a North Philly stigma or a West Philly or whatever. So I feel like, you do have, you know, the minority of people that actually get the money and actually, you know, move forward. But a lot of people, they move in and it's overpopulated. Yeah. Like the people that live next door to me is like 15 Jamaicans. I'll lie to you not.
That's fucking ridiculous though. Like,
yeah, it's different cars parked out back. It's all type of shit. Different people running in and out. I don't know what type of shit I don't know what type of time they on right now.
Well, you know they're family oriented anyway. Like Jamaicans, Filipinos, Chinese, they all like shack up in one fucking cardboard box if they could. Like that's just that's how they rock.
But then you got black people also. They bad 1,000 motherfuckers in the crib.
Yeah, I
people
can't do that.
Cross street, people sleeping in the
I never had
fucking garage and all that shit.
I never went through that. You know, that's the crazy part. You know how some people like
I seen it.
It was a bar that Beanie Siegel said. He was like, you know how I go, no less than 3 or 4, 2 by the foot. What did he say? 2 by the foot, 2 by the headboard. Like I never went through that.
Yeah,
like,
I've been through that, bro.
You been through that?
Bro, I stayed at my cousin's house. There's 40 of us in that joint. You know what I'm saying? My mom going outside.
Whole fucking Wu-Tang Clan.
Yeah, whole Wu-Tang Clan. I lived that life, bro. Everybody sharing a little bit of the Kool-Aid. Niggas putting water in they cereals.
I never had to do that, bro.
Yeah, bro. It's fucked up. Shit. I'm trying to tell you. Like, yo, my household, like, I didn't have to go through that. But I've been in situations where I went to see my cousins. I went here. I went there. Like,
I've been through, But I'm talking about as far as, I'm talking about, like, it be like on a 7-day base. I never
don't get fucked up. No, I never went there on a 7-day base, but I was exposed to it.
I was too. Okay, all right.
I spend more time at those situations.
Okay,
than
we on the same page there.
My mom was out. She
right.
was out doing whatever.
Right.
So I would spend more time living in those situations than actually. When I go home, it'd be cool.
It's
but
different.
I'm only home 2 days out of the week.
Right.
So I kind of am living that.
Right.
Because I'm there all the time, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Or I'm over here, and it's just a different case of scenario. People do different things.
Absolutely.
I'm with this one grandma. She just watch all her shows. We just chilling, watching the shit that she watching. I got this one other grandma. I'm over there, you know, Whitney Houston. All we doing is listen to Whitney Houston. Don't sit your ass on the fucking couch too long, because the shit got plastic on it. You stick to that motherfucker like a motherfucker. Yeah,
different boundaries, different
parameters
and shit.
Yeah, slept over this cousin's house. There's 3 of us in the bed, one head in the middle of 2 feet, vice versa. Yeah,
I've been exposed to that shit too, for sure.
Yeah, you hungry in the morning.
My home life wasn't nothing like that's
Now, my home life didn't get situated, so I stayed with my grandma, and then I stayed with my other grandma. When I stayed with my grandma, I stayed up there with the white people, so it was like kind of like upper class, like, you know. When I say upper class, the door open. You can leave the door open at night.
You was good.
You was good. Like, nobody coming in this joint.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Like that.
You know, my grandma's house. No, you locked the door in this house, but
Yeah.
it wasn't
Straight
you,
like
you
that.
Can, you can stay out in the dark. You know, you can go around the corner and not have a problem. You might have a problem, little, you know what I mean, some areas or some blocks in that particular area. But for the most part, I can go around the corner, around the block, and be cool. In my mom's house, you go around the block, you fuck around, and get shot, or you
Right.
get shot on the block.
Right,
So
straight like that.
3 different cases scenarios.
And
so I
which
do the
part of the
different work.
cities what part of the city were all like these spots?
Well, I was
It
in
was South Philly?
Harleysville. I was Harleysville when I was upper class. You know what I'm saying? Skip pack when I was upper class and shit like that.
Yeah,
the door
yeah.
open, shit like that.
Yeah.
Middle area where my grandma still live now. You know what I'm saying? Middle class.
Middle
It's
class,
like the
yeah.
houses are, you know, good Gucci full houses. You
Right.
got a lawn, you got a backyard.
Right.
But you know, it still ain't. You know, you can't leave a door open type shit.
Because it's
like that.
surrounding areas.
Yeah,
and shit.
certain
Right.
pockets and shit. Niggas is rob you,
Yeah,
all types of
for sure.
shit. Like, you know, I was at like gunpoint before around there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so, you know, my mom locked my home, my old head, my old head, my man Shahid,
This was done what, South Philly?
yeah, got shot 9 times right at the end of our block.
Oh yeah, you've been
Yeah.
all levels, upper,
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, so I can tell the difference.
Yeah.
I can tell the difference between all the joints. Like I
Alright.
remember going to summer camp up there when it was upper echelon, and that shit was beautiful. The food
Right.
was great. You know what I'm
sure.
saying? The activities was lit. Then I remember fucking being in the hood and shit looked like jail place. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, yo, grandma, I ain't trying to go back in that joint. She was
Yeah.
like, all right, you just stay with me, stay on with me. Like, yeah, I can't. You know what I mean? Niggas want to fight every 5 minutes. Like, nobody want to fight all the time.
yeah.
Like, come on. Like, I'm trying to
Yeah.
fuck out of here. I'm just trying to play ball today.
Yeah.
Like, I ain't trying to rumble today. Like, try to play ball. You know what I mean? So I definitely experienced it. But, you know, I experienced street niggas, and I'm in the room street niggas. I don't feel no type of
Not
way
shook
about
up,
that.
yeah.
Whatever. I being there with business savvy people, I'm on the same type time. You know, I be with niggas, backpack niggas, the niggas that are middle class, niggas that just want to play video games all day. I'm good with them niggas too. So it's kind of like, yeah, I'm good. Like wherever the fuck I go, like I'm straight. So I'm kind of happy that I went through that shit, because it'd be a culture shock if you were an adult and you know, you see some of your homies, you take them to the hood. I'm not gonna name anybody. You know, certain people that you know, certain motherfuckers that wouldn't go to certain areas that we would go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just because that's just not what they. You know what I mean? They not trying to. You know what I mean? Go that route because they don't want, and they have every right to feel that way because they not used to that shit. They never came up around that shit. They don't ever really know. You got niggas that feel uncomfortable when they in the area and they playing fucking Backstreet Boys all night. They uncomfortable up there because they ain't feel like they can't trust nobody or they don't know what the fuck going on. So I was like, yeah, man, I know, like so I'm good everywhere. You know
That's
what I mean?
dope.
So,
That's dope. Yeah, that's dope.
So you know,
That's pretty much the same thing with me though. The same thing with me. I went to school down in Center City. That really made me like well diverged. You know what I mean? Diversified the fuck out of me.
yeah,
And then I grew up in Nicetown, so you already know how that shit gritty.
mm-hmm.
And then then it was Uptown from there. And like you said, Uptown is really like middle classy.
It's not like Cheltenham, but it ain't other side of Fifth Street either.
Exactly.
You like in the middle, like you
I'm
know
in
what
the
saying?
middle.
It's like you're good for the most part, but shit can go down also.
It can.
Don't shit happen over there in Cheltenham, and if so, it's some wild shit or some bullshit.
Yeah.
Shit go down on the other side of Fifth Street.
Yeah.
Like
So
tell you real.
it all. That's what I'm saying. It all
So
depends.
yeah, I do believe that.
But see,
it is.
and you know what? Another thing is also, and this is why I do fuck with my neighborhood, is because there aren't any corner stores around my way.
That lets you know. That's another thing.
That's another thing.
The
There
bodegas
aren't
and the fucking
no
corner store.
bodegas. There's no
It's a
none
corner
of
store
that.
at the end of my block.
That's what I'm saying. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, like-
and then the Chinese stores that's around there, they close down at a certain time.
But you know what's crazy? I've been at my house for going on 4 years, and I'm like, damn. When I first moved here, it was like, yeah, this shit all right. Yeah, like it's cool. Like, you know what I mean? As 4 years later, it's like, yo, I can't wait to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
It's just like,
And but you know what though? You know what? This was actually a prestigious neighborhood around here.
that's what I'm saying.
Lie to you not, bro.
That's what I'm
when
saying.
I moved uptown, this was a prestigious neighborhood. No bullshit. This was one of the more upper echelon
That's
neighborhoods.
what I'm saying,
and
bro.
then it goes back to what the fuck we were talking about. Black people got a little bit of money, came around here and started acting like fucking orangutans, bro.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Or even bounce.
Or bounce. Yeah, some people bounce.
Majority of them bounce.
Exactly. A lot of them bounce. A lot of people got killed too.
Yeah.
A lot of people got killed. It's weird.
That's another thing. You know, I seen my aunt posting her son. He was a little nigga, young boy, got set up in female situation. I gotta see that
This
every
was
day.
what, recently?
Yeah, like been going a year, so I had to see that like every day. You know, so it's kind of like it's tough. You know what I mean? So when people be complaining about certain things, I don't really be trying to hear it. I don't really try to be like insensitive. I just know niggas just going through too much shit. And especially me, like shit that I'm going through in my personal life and shit like that. Like niggas be going through too much shit. So I don't even really be wanting to hear no complaints about a lot of shit that don't really matter. That is just like, you know, your life could be, you know, shit could be way worse than
Way
what it
worse,
is.
yeah.
You know, motherfuckers is in the grave, motherfuckers locked up, motherfuckers is broke, motherfuckers is poor, motherfuckers trying to get a job, motherfuckers got criminal records on their shit and trying to do good, and that shit hemming them up. It's like niggas is going through a lot of real shit, so, you know, I'm exposed to all of it. So, you know, if I see a nigga, you know, in the wrestling group and they talking bullshit in comments or whatever, and I don't really say nothing about it because I don't care. It's like I don't care. You know what I'm saying about that shit. That shit don't really, you know, transpire because half of the time shit that people say on the internet they'll never say to you personally anyway.
At all.
So it's just kind of like, whatever. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. No, it should be real, man. I'm just glad that it's kind of therapeutic. Come here and talk about, you know what I mean, the real shit that's
It's the
going on.
cave, baby.
Yeah, one of the best places in the world.
The cave.
Not because I own it, but I feel like, you know, I don't know, man. This is where we come to, you know what I'm saying, shoot the shit, you know what I'm saying, do what we do. You know what I'm saying?
For sure, bro.
Unapologetic. You know what I'm saying? This is
Unfiltered.
unfiltered.
Uncut.
You know what I mean?
All that.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know, man. You got anything you want to say to the people? We wrap this shit up. It's 5 o'clock in the morning.
Nah, I'm tired of this shit. I had to work. It's cold as shit.
It's definitely cold as shit.
You know what I mean? It feel like Antarctica out this bitch.
Yeah,
it's
man.
Not nothing to be playing with. So motherfuckers, make sure y'all bundle up.
Yo,
It's crazy. It's crazy because it's like it was 16 degrees yesterday, and then I think it's supposed to go up to like 32 today. Then like 41, then like 52, then drop back down to like 20. Bro.
I see she was like 7 or something. Like, damn, motherfucker.
Fucking 7 degrees.
7 degrees.
Yeah,
nigga.
like,
then when the wind blows, niggas like -4. Like, nah, like fuck
yeah,
that.
it's
Nah,
yeah. So that's
you
that's
like, yo,
all.
did you work? I'm like, I ain't go outside all day.
Yeah, nah, yeah. It's yo, it's so cold. My fucking I had to leave my windows down in the back of my car because my locks froze.
Oh shit.
They froze on me, bro.
Damn.
So I had to leave. When I say I had to leave the windows like cracked, I had to like stick my hand in the window and like unlock the door so
Yo,
that way
that's
it was
crazy.
that fucking frigid, bro.
That's
It's not to be played with.
Nah, bro. Fuck that. Damn.
Real
Then
shit.
Your car gonna be cool as shit.
Bro, I had to leave the windows down, stick
had
my
to
arm in the
fucking heat in
motherfucker.
that
Yeah,
motherfucker.
because the locks was frozen, and it's like even with like an automatic lock, like if like you know with the keypad and shit, you could like with that, like it is still is so cold it froze my lock. So I was like, I gotta get in my car. Like this is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Damn. That's hard body.
yeah, I mean, you know, let it blow, let it blow. It's frozen out this bitch.
Listen, man.
Let
Look,
it
man.
blow or let it go.
Hey, shout out to everybody listening, man, to this real shit. You know what I'm saying? This is the audio crack. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
This is you know, Chisiano.
Ace fucking Porter.
I'm young Geechee
Cold
Liberace.
fucking Cheese.
You know what I'm saying?
Wrestle Cave. Trap.
Yeah.
Get with it.
You know what I mean?